Hey guys, welcome to the next episode in the Let's Play Football Manager with Brighton series, and here we go into the season review for 2018-2019. I realise I haven't actually put this sort of season review news segment up for a while. I think it's because it just sort of passed me by and figured that the league, seeing the actual league would be better. But as you can see here, Manchester United, yet again, winning the league. Edison Cavani, honestly, Man United, they've really threw me away. They've really blown me away with this team, and they are absolutely brilliant. They've brought in Pep Guardiola. He is brilliant in this, and Manchester United are as well. Unfortunately, though, we couldn't win the league, and we finished third again. But as you can see, a much closer race, and just generally an overall league finish. I'm going to just point out, though, look at the sheer amount of goals Manchester United and Chelsea scored. Chelsea scored 122 goals. I have never seen a four-column that with that number or higher in it. That is insane. I mean, we scored 81 goals. I mean, Arsenal scored 90. Look how many goals. I'm sorry. Look at that top five. Okay, excluding us, let's just take Brighton out of there and shift Arsenal into third. Let's just forget that they were there for a sec. And Man City came fourth. We had 96, 99, 122 and 101 goals. Now, can I just point out that hitting 100 goals in a season is a very respectable thing to do. You know, it's no mean feat. And, you know, generally, if you do hit 100 goals in a season, that's something you go on about and say, hey, lads, we hit 100 goals a season, well done. And I'm sure, you know, the managers in real life would play on that. But almost every team in the top four, I've never seen that. So how we've managed to get third there? I mean, we really should have got second, but Chelsea's goal difference, I mean, there was absolutely no containing that. I mean, we had no chance, and obviously I'll go on to that, why they had such a sick goal difference in a moment. But we managed to just get ahead of Arsenal there. We were always going to finish in the Champions League spots, but it was like, ooh, you know, I'd rather finish second than third, and then third rather than fourth. And, you know, it got all a bit muggled, and yeah, it was not very good indeed. It was muddled. Muddled. I've been reading Harry Potter, sorry. No, I haven't really. But as you can see, we only lost 3 times, but we drew too many times. As you can see, 10 draws, really not good enough there. That's actually combined high with Liverpool. Is it? Still can't think. It's Liverpool and Villa and Stoke and Blackburn who got relegated. I mean, okay, yeah, we won 5 times as many matches as them, but you know, the point still remains. I mean, 43 goals conceded. That is not bad at all. I mean, Manchester United conceded 28, but they, as I say, are unstoppable. I'll just show you their team real quick. They are very good. It's like Pep Guardiola is the manager, so that says it all in itself. I mean, I've been critical of him in the past, saying, oh, is he good enough? You know, he's walked into a great Barcelona team and all that, but, well, the games in the team certainly seems to range. I mean, look at the size of this squad. How on earth I mean, I couldn't manage that. Look at it. How many scrolls, like, just normal scrolls? This is of 1, 2, 3. That's 3 big scrolls of the wheel there. That is ridiculous. Who's the high? Okay, we'll go from Valley since there's just too many players. I mean, there's going to be a few regens now, so just bear with me if you don't recognise any of the players. This guy, he's a Belgian. He looks extremely young. Peter Patton, which is a superb name. Sounds like something out of a book. There's Ivan Koef, who is also a regen. He looks stoned, if I'm going to be honest. He does. Well, he is French. Phil Jones, for some reason, who's good. Personally, I don't rate him at all. I don't think he's very good. You, of course, agree to disagree with me there. I don't see that big deal in him. I think he's okay. He's not amazing. I don't think he's terrible either. I just think he's okay. The next Duncan Edwards. Whatever. Tony Kroos, he's a great player. I don't know how Manchester United got him. Well, I do know how they got him, by spending £43.5 million on him. That's incredible. Shinji Kagawa's always been good on these. Raphael, he's come good. David De Gea is pretty good. Danny Welbeck, Chris Smalling, the Coutinho. I mean, I don't know when this video is going out. It'll probably going out Thursday, I would assume. I'm doing this on Tuesday now, as you can see. I don't know if we'll have signed Coutinho yet. Apparently, we are meant to be signing him. I really like the look of this guy. And yeah, I mean, you know, let's be honest here, you don't start in the Inter team and get a cap for Brazil at age 20 for nothing, do you? Let's be real here for a second. But Man United snapped up, and honestly, they've barely used him. They paid £36.5 million for him. If we're going to sign him for 8, we're meant to be signing for 8 million. and the game values him at that. But as you can see, he didn't really play. I mean, 7 appearances. He made more substitute appearances last season. Gary Burton, who is a regen. We've also got Matt Hummels. Martin Kelly, that is not surely not. It's the former Liverpool player. And Chelsea bought him for £8.5 million. Bad. And then Edison Cavani. I mean, what else do I have to say? He is incredible on these games. Nani's still there. He's actually a legend. Can I just point this out? I checked this out the other day. Nani is the first name on the legends list. Not Sir Bobby Charlton, not Eric Cantona, not Ryan Giggs, not Dennis Law, not George Best, not Sir Alex, not Busby. Nani. I don't know if that matters what order it comes in, but they have just gone from strength to strength, United, in this. They are absolutely incredible. I mean, the stadium capacity is now 100,000. Stadium's actually only good. It's not excellent. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I don't know. Whatever. But you get the idea. Basically, you know what I'm trying to say here. Manchester United are absolutely phenomenal in this game, which really strikes me as a surprise, really, because for years on FM11 or FM12, once Ferguson goes, generally, they don't do well. They just sort of fall away. They sort of do what Liverpool did in the 90s, where you think, okay, they're gonna have one big hurrah. They'll have a few, they'll win the FA Cup, then they'll win the league and do all that, and then they just sort of slowly drip away. And I think that's what United certainly did on the regen Liverpool series. By the time it got to 2045, they were a mid-table club. At one point they looked like they were going to get relegated, for God's sake. I mean, it sounds familiar, doesn't it? So Chelsea are also got pretty good. I'm going to show you the goals, though. I mean, I'll get over to our fixtures and stuff in a moment. I mean, incredible irony. Roberto Di Matteo is still here. Yeah, he's still... I don't get it either. I really, really don't get it. But I'll go over their teams. Their players, I should say. Roman Abramovich is still there, obviously. Eden Hazard, he's obviously still there. Don't need to go over. Obviously, the goals have come from Rodrigo, who a lot of people were like, I can't believe you've never heard of Rodrigo. Hey, I don't watch a lot of Brazilian football. I generally... Oops, days, I should close Twitter, shouldn't I? This guy, I don't watch a lot of Brazilian football. Oh, he's Spanish. Oh, okay, I'll rephrase that. European football. Well, I don't watch a lot of Brazilian either, but I don't watch a lot of European football. Generally, I consign myself to the Premier League and very, very occasionally La Liga. But that's about it. I don't know why I said Brazilian there. Sorry. Losing my mind. Chris Stegg. There's his name before. He's meant to be a decent player, isn't he? And of course, they managed to get a hold of the incredible player that is Carlos Fierro. I mean, if you saw the Regen Liverpool series or if you played FM12, you will know all about this guy. He is absolutely phenomenal on this. Not saying, of course, he will grow up to be this absolutely incredible striker. Obviously, that's what the game thinks he will. Whether, obviously he will. I mean, it's had some bad misses in the past. I mean, cough, cough, Freddie Adu. But, I mean, he hasn't really played as... Actually, no, he has. Oh, that was for Chivas, sorry. Yeah, he's just come in now especially when you compare other players in this game. £22.5 million, that's cheapish. Juan Mata's still there. Kieran Clark, this is a bit of a weird one. They bought him and he's all of a sudden become a damn decent player. I don't know why they've bought him. Any Villa fans help me on that? Is Kieran Clark a good player? I mean, I've never really... I mean, he looks okay. I mean, I would never say he's a bad player, but he looks reasonably bright in this Villa team. I wouldn't say he's worth £17 million. They've also got Johnny Evans, some very strange signings. And, okay, Johnny Evans, I personally think he's extremely overrated, but he keeps defying me. They've also got Thomas Vermaelen. Again, I don't understand. And I've got a load of younger players here, and Peter Cech, who's still going, and he's going to be retiring soon because he's 37. And also a few regens. But, yeah. So that's the reason why. They've got Hazard, Regidor, who's also an excellent player, Rodrigo, Fierro, Mata, Ramirez, Vermaelen. Yeah, an excellent team. They've also got McEachran still there, which is always good for them. And I'm not going to go over any more. So there we go. So I'm not going to go over any more teams. I just want to show you them two real quick, and just to show you how good they are. I don't think we've made any transfers. I've got one or two coming in. But apart from these two, that's about it. I've also sold Harry Kane. An interesting one. I'm finding players. I don't know if it's just because I'm just moaning now, but players seem to be a little bit more bitchy. They've gradually got more and more bitchy as the games have gone on, and basically, more sort of prima donna types. And generally, it's they sit out like one game now, and it's like, why aren't you giving me first team football? It's because you're a backup player. I want first team football. No, you're a backup player. Piss off. But I still managed to make a profit on him, which is incredible, really. 1.9 million I bought him for. He didn't, really fit in very well, but I still managed to get 2.6 out of him. You can't argue with that. So there's one gone already. But we're going to go down now to February and see where we are. So obviously we went out in the FA Cup to Chelsea, which was a bit of a shame, but there you go. And then we moved on. So we've got play Swansea here. Bridcut, Kakuta, Cuenca and Markovic. Kakuta probably should have had another one but missed the penalty. Then we played Liverpool. Chadley with 2 and Markovic. Again, you're just going to see my name saying Markovic all the time. Wayne Rooney with 2. He is, I think he may... I don't know how long he's going to be in the team for, but I'm just going to keep going with him. But he's scoring for now, so I'm not going to argue. Then we played Schalke in the Champions League knockout round, first leg. 1-3-0 at home. Very, very impressive indeed. Marco Marin, Markovic and Dawson with the goals. I'll just straighten them up so you can't see the result at the bottom there, just in case it peeps through. 2-2 against Man United. Not a decent result. We're still in some contention at this point. James Ward-Prowse and an own goal gave us a point there. Then this is where we start to slip a bit. Little things like draws against Nottingham Forest, probably where we should have won. Kakuta at start, Harry Kane. I don't know if I underestimated Forest, because naturally I see a team like Nottingham Forest now who are in the Championship in real life, and it's like, oh, easy, I can play a second string team, or I can play a slightly weaker team. And it's like, no, it doesn't work like that. Forest are actually quite good. It's like Cardiff on this now. Cardiff and Forest are now somewhat established Premier League teams on this, and that is the one little challenge that you have to challenge. It's basically you're unconscious. You have to challenge your unconscious and say, look, these are not bad teams anymore. I'm an established Premier League team. These are also established Premier League teams. Cardiff, Forest, Swansea. I don't know if you want to say Swansea, because I'd say I was very established now. Stoke even, So obviously things change. Stoke aren't very good. If you want to look, I'll show you some of the leagues. There's some really funny teams. Swapped leagues. All I'm going to say is just keep a lookout for Portsmouth. All right, just keep that a lookout. Unfortunately, we lost to Schalke, but I don't think it mattered that it did not matter, as we won on aggregate 4-2. Wayne Rooney got us a goal there, so it did not matter. Newcastle 4-2. Malkovich, Strasser, Marin and Rooney with the goals. 2-1 against Blackburn. Kakuta. Again, Kakuta's coming in. He's doing a job. I can't argue with him. He's doing okay. And then we played Barcelona. Oh, boy. We got drawn against Barcelona in the quarter-final. Oh, fuck this guy. Just fuck Lionel Messi. And they've also got Javier Hernandez, which makes things even harder. I'll show you this game then. Messi is, do I really need to say anything? Come on, Lionel Messi. One word, that's all I need to say. Sorry, 2 words, that's all I need to say. But we did get I think we may have actually scored first, did we? I can't even remember. So long ago, but whatever. Messi's on the ball. Actually got tackled there. That's rare. But yeah, we just got the look of the draw. It was completely against us here. We got Barcelona. We could have got someone else like Galatasaray or something. But Marco Marin firing that into the lead. Look at that. Brilliant start. That was just 10 minutes in, and his 10th goal of the season. I was thinking, oh, this is too good to be true. No way. And yep, sure enough, right before half-time, this happened. Real shame, really. But, that's what happens when you come up against Barcelona. Let's be honest here. We're just happy enough to play Barcelona at this point. 20 goals for the season. I don't know what. That's actually quite small for Messi. I thought he'd be on about 50 by about March, April. But they've also got. I thought that was David Alaba. Then it's not. It's Alba, Jordi Alba, of course. But Hernandez made an absolute fool of the defenders there. He just done 3 of them. Absolute embarrassment there. And obviously Messi to finish it off. Honestly, it was a good game to watch this. Boy, it was frustrating. Now, I probably shouldn't have played Carl Jenkinson, but, I had to... I wasn't rotating players, but I think a few players were slightly tired, and they needed potentially a rest. I probably shouldn't have done it, but you know, that's what happens. Sometimes, you know, you just have to put a bit of belief in your players, and sometimes they let you down because they are substandard, like Carl Jenkinson, who I thought, you know, had turned the corner because, you know, I thought maybe I've transformed him into a decent player, but there's Hernandez again. Jeffrey Bruma probably should have done a little bit better there, but, you know, Jack Butland can only do so much as well. You know, he kept out of shot before. But there you go, 3-1 against Barcelona. Not absolutely embarrassed by any means, but yeah, somewhat disappointing, I guess. And then we played Stoke next game, and then Lorenzo Tassi got a goal. I've not really played him much. Wilfred Zaha got 2, he's back. And then unfortunately we did beat Barcelona, Zaha scoring. But again, you know, no real, I don't know, it's just, there was not, no, we just couldn't do it. I mean, we kept a clean sheet, which I'm happy about, but at the same time, not enough. So 3-2 on aggregate, not bad. And then this is when Everton just fell completely off the tracks. Lost 3-1 to West Brom. Markovic scoring. Great game against Tottenham, but we really probably should have lost this one. Ganso, Chadley, Zaha, and Markovic scoring. Lost 1-0 to Everton, but we beat City 3-2. We pretty much knocked them out of the title race. It's like, oh my god, you know, what is going on here? We're up and down, up and down, up and down. Croft scoring, Zaha with 2. Ipswich just about beat them. Zaha, Marin and Dawson. See Craig Dawson chipping in, and then this really was it then, and then we lost to Arsenal on the last day. It didn't really matter, but I think that Everton result kind of swung it United's way. We needed to win those last 2 games, and boy, we beat City. You know, we basically, if City beat us, they gave the title to United essentially, but it didn't really matter at the end of the day that we lost here because United won anyway. So the title was theirs. You know, they only had to win the title. So yeah, and unfortunately Chelsea also beat us to second as we lost, and obviously they got an advantage over there. Jack Butland really not doing well. I'm considering bringing in a more experienced goalkeeper just to sort of aid him through, because I don't think having 2 young keepers is absolutely ideal at this point. So yeah, I'm just trying. You know, it felt as if Wilfred Zaha, like he went missing it just for a minute. I thought I brought in Wilfred Zaha in January. I don't know why, but that just felt really weird there because he just reappeared out of nowhere. I think he was injured for quite some time. So yeah, so not bad at all. What can you do? You know, when you finish, you finish third. I mean, we're still in the Champions League, you know, but we probably could have won the title. Come very close, but still not good enough. Still good enough. So I'm gonna need maybe a little bit more firepower, just a little bit more of that extra bit of quality, I think, to, you know, get a hold in Man United and Chelsea and really challenge me. We're only 3 points. Look at that, just so close. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is show you a few other leagues and see who has been promoted. So we'll do that now. West Ham, Wigan and Millwall have been promoted, but this is how the Championship looks at the moment. And this is, whoa, I want to check them out myself because this could make for very interesting reading. The maddest one, as you'll see straight away at the bottom there, I know they're relegated by some considerable margin. Oxford been taken over by the university or something. What's going on there? I mean, really, they've like come from what? Look at the landmark. So promoted from League 2. They're doing damn well. Oh no, I thought they'd been taken over there. That probably yeah, look at that, local businessman. I don't know, maybe that's something there. But Oxford United, fair play to them. So if you're from Oxford, there you go, a little thing for you there. Blackpool been relegated. So too Wycombe, who have come up. Colchester, I think they're already there, aren't they? Fulham are in there, obviously. Fulham always seem to do very, very poor on these. I don't know why. Sunderland are down there. QPR. Wolves not getting promoted. So League 1, I say, just keep an eye out for Portsmouth. Middlesbrough, oh, they were in League 1. So too Palace. Charlton are back down there. Bolton are in League 1. Look at that. By the way, if you're wondering why they're blue, it's because we are affiliated with them. So just to point that out. Coventry are going into League 2. God, I remember them winning the Premier League. God, Burton and Hereford are in there. Remember them back in? I think they were back in the conference. I remember seeing them. Torquay, they're back up into League 1. Exeter, God, I remember Exeter. I remember when last time I was in Exeter years ago, back in 2005. They were playing in like the Conference South. They've done very well. No, so I've got family in Exeter, so yeah, beautiful place, absolutely beautiful place. League Two. Who else? Not really surprising. AFC Wimbledon, Forest Green. Look at that, Forest Green Rovers. Very well done to them. They're up in there now, and as you can see, Portsmouth been relegated from League Two. They are now in the conference. Preston all the way down there, Northampton. There you go, Jake. Tranmere. That's a bit of a shame. They look like they're heading up for the championship. There is actually one player I wanted to sign years ago, right at the start. I probably should have done. I think he'd be great in the championship. I'm not sure. Actually, he's not going to be here now, is he? Adam McGurk. That's one player I'd absolutely recommend signing. If you start a new game, if you're in the championship, go for Tranmere's Adam McGurk. Great player. And yeah, that's about that. So, and we'll also show you, we'll show you the conference. Gateshead, look at that up there going up. And yeah, so there you go. And we'll show you a few continental ones as well. So let's have a look at, let's see. Let's see what, actually, where's a good one? Europe. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll show you the major clubs. Go on. Oh, names. Here are the big names then. Just to point it out. So as you can see, we're not quite in there yet, but we are down there. Yeah, major clubs. We're in one of the major clubs now. Liverpool not in there, obviously. You know, we're sort of taking their place, but there's no real major shocks in there apart from us. These are obviously the top players. Marc-André ter Stegen, the next big goalkeeper. Of course, we all know about him now. Whether he will end up at Real Madrid, I don't know. But of course, he is going to be the next big star goalkeeper. We hope anyway, because he's meant to be absolutely fantastic. No real surprise there. I don't think there's any regens. This is the only name I don't recognise. Yeah, he's a regen playing for Barcelona. Thiago, is that Thiago Silva? Yeah. Or someone. Jack Wilshere, incidentally, is at Man City. But as you can see, it's dominated by Real Madrid, United, really. So there you go. And yeah, and this is also the world rankings currently. I'll show you that. Scotland are 5th. Scotland are 5th. Alright, we're gonna... Right. Past winners? No way. They mustn't have got... No, not that silly. Don't be silly. Let's see. Let's go to nations. Actually, can I just... Overview. Can I just... well, there. I was wondering what it was. Yeah, let's have a look at at this. Scotland the 5th. I've got to check this out. Who the Paul Lambert, fair enough. Landmarks. Did they go anywhere? I've pointed a lot of captains. Craig Levine, good grief, 2016. What a failure that was. Look at that. Yeah, they've been. Wow, that's the highest they've ever been. That's incredible. Have they got like? Have we not got a? But incidentally, Rangers are. I'm absolutely staggered there. I'm just trying to find champion. Yeah. Nothing really. So they've not really come close. They've just thought they must have had a really good run or something, because that is incredible. And England are all the way in 8th. Fair enough. Incidentally, I do love Scotland. Incidentally, if you are Scottish or whatever, and you're about to furiously type, "Ha ha, have that, you English bastard." I really don't care for England whatsoever. In fact, I absolutely think that's brilliant that Scotland are in 5th, because they. I love Scotland. I think it's a great country. No, I do, seriously. So no major surprises. Zimbabwe are actually higher than Wales. You know, it's bad when a country with $100 billion note is higher than you. Yeah, there's nothing else down here. There's no major fallers. Yep, that's a country that's going to host the World Cup in 2022, ladies and gentlemen. Qatar, 94th. Yeah, great heritage. Well done, FIFA. San Marino are actually quite high for that's very high for them. And yeah, so there you go. There's no major falls. Wondering in case like a team fell or something. I'm trying to find these, because I just go with clubs. Europe, right? I'll tell you what. Let's just go to La Liga. Let's just go to. I don't think I've actually got it activated, but we'll try it anyway. Yeah, I've only got the English leagues activated, so, but basically you can imagine what the result is here. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid. there you go, just La Liga for you in a nutshell. And yeah, so that is just going to do it for me very quick. A few people wanted to see the leagues, and I thought, it'd be interesting to show you around the leagues and see how some of our old friends are doing. So yeah, that is going to do it for me. So thank you very much for watching. I will be back then in February with another review. So take care, and I'll see you next time.